So what do you do when God asks you to do something and you do not want to do it? What do you do when he's laid on your heart for you to do his will, his desire for you, and you do not want to do it? This is a real conversation that we need to have, because there are a lot of times that God will ask us to do things that we just do not want to do. Let me give you an example. Sometimes our kids don't do things that we want them to do. They don't, move in the direction that we desire for them to move into. Maybe they become disrespectful. And kids are kids. They have to grow and they have to learn and they have to develop their own relationships with God. But what do you do when it seems like they're going in the wrong direction and God wants you to cover them? He wants you to pray for them. Or what if it's you're in a relationship and someone hurt you deeply? They hurt you bad. They left you, or they abandoned you, or maybe they, cheated on you, or maybe they're addicted to alcohol or some type of drug abuse or pornography or different things like that, and it's affecting your relationship and it has hurt you. What do you do when God still wants you to cover them, to pray for them? What do you do when a coworker mistreats you? They're mistreating you on the job. They're causing all type of havoc and different things to go on the job, confusion, and maybe talking about you, ganging up on you. What do you do when God still says, pray for them, cover them? It's hard. Sometimes you don't want to do it. Sometimes you don't want to because you struggle with how they've hurt you, how they have left you, and then it's cause for you to heal. But let me tell you on today, obedience is better than sacrifice. You never know why God is having you to cover that person or why he's having you to pray for that person. It may be hard to go through it, during the time period that you're dealing with it. But remember, God does things. He's intentional about what he does. Let me tell you about a time where there was a person that was actually in the church. And she started so many rumors about me. She had lied about me. Now, mind you, I was a young adult at that time. This was a very grown woman. She started so many rumors about me and made up these different lies about me. Just a whole bunch of mess. Okay. And something had happened with her. And I think that they thought that the lady was actually missing for a little while. And as soon as I heard about it, I didn't laugh. I wasn't joyful because they were going through, what they were going through. The first thing I did was I got down on my knees and I prayed for her. Because that's what God wants us to do. It is extremely hard when people hurt us or they do things to us that causes us harm. It just causes us pain. But God wants us to, sometimes we have to be the bigger person. I will tell you this. Out of all the times that someone has hurt me, God has never left me in that situation. He has never abandoned me in that situation. I've always come out better. Not wishing bad on them or, wanting anything to happen to them. I just focus on me and my progress with God. I focus on what God wants me to do. My goal is for me to aim to please him, because at the end of the day, he has a heaven and hell to put me into. So let me encourage you. Don't worry about what they're doing. Always stay true to yourself. Be kind and cover. Pray. If God tells you to do it, there's a reason for him to do it, and you're going to be blessed in the end. Until next time.